What's up, everybody? I'm John.
I'm Isaac.
And we are Cars and Cameras, and Ike never fails to blow stuff up. Right when we got this Stage 2 420 ATV tuned in and running really well, he dunked the air filter and
It sucked up a bunch of muddy water.
and kind of ruined the engine. At least we think so.
It doesn't seem to have compression.
So we know better than to let this happen, but we're going to try to make lemonade today. We're going to pull the engine apart, see if we can get a 10 over piston, bore it out, maybe sleeve it, and maybe
Port and polish.
Port and polish the head, yeah. Balance the crankshaft. See if we can turn this into a Stage 3 420 engine, as long as we can say it.
I hope so.
Oh, dude. Feels like a stock 212 now. Seriously, this thing was so hard to pull before.
Yeah. So I think that the dirt with the water got in the cylinder. The water got out pretty fast, but it left the dirt behind.
Yeah.
And so the piston going up and down in the cylinder with the dirt acted like a abrasive, and it just...
Like sandpaper.
Yeah, and it just eat the rings and cylinder walls up. So we're going to pull this thing down and pretty much show you what you should not do.
Yeah.
The exhaust.
Oh, you got that? You got this rear?
I think we're ready.
All right.
You got it? Look at that. There's mud everywhere. Oh.
Woo! Big mamma jamma. What do you want to start with? Drain the oil?
I'm going to take this drain plug out and just see.
If a bunch So if we have a whole bunch of water and or oil squirting out, we know it's full of water. Ooh. No.
It's full. It's where it's supposed to be.
All right. How much flakage?
I'm going to say there's going to be a lot of flakage.
A lot of flakage.
Yes.
Yep.
Thing's pretty nasty.
Did we really not have anything on the crankcase vent?
Yeah, we really didn't.
Oh, wow, that's just stupid. Here we go.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
That is gnarly, dude. Yeah? Okay.
Take the head off. All right. Now we're going to see what happens when you don't put a crankcase vent on there.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see if there's any mud
This is
inside.
a really... Wow. Yeah.
We were rushed, bud.
Expensive experiment. Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad.
Got to take this bracket off, and then we can pull the head.
All right. You have to keep this on the engine because it helps direct air over the fins,
Or mud, in our
which
case.
aids in the cooling.
Yeah.
Yeah, mud.
$14. Drum roll, please.
You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Is that dirt? Or is that just oil? It doesn't feel sloppy.
It doesn't feel sloppy. All right, so we're gonna pull the piston.
Could have bent a valve. You want to do the brake clean test real quick?
We can do the brake cleaning test.
Yeah. We don't recommend doing this unless you're gonna like thoroughly clean everything before you put it back together. And if we have water leaking out, we know we have a valve that is not sealing, and that looks fine.
That one's fine.
Yeah. No, it's really weird.
We're good.
Well, I mean, we have a drop right there. You see that?
I see.
Should we leave it for a second? Yeah, dude, it's got a leak.
Dude, it hadn't even dripped yet.
It's getting there.
It's it's getting there, but that's not going to affect the compression.
Okay.
Yes, it's not good.
Yeah.
We definitely need to lap the valves and all that stuff. Maybe we got
a water stain kind
Water
of?
stain. Definitely had water in it. We still got to get down to the rings.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Alright.
Interesting, dude. Learning so much every time we blow up a motor, dude. I just learned so much, so thank you.
This feels like deja vu, man. I feel like I've been here before. Wait a minute. We have. Got some nastiness on the bottom here.
That didn't come out with our oil either.
It feels kind of gritty. I hope the
Rod bearings are okay?
rod bearing's okay. Alright, so I gotta take the rod loose. They're stuck. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Rings are stuck.
Water.
Look. Dirt.
Ah. Yep. Is there a special tool for that?
Removing a ring?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. So Ike's working on the second compression ring. We got in touch with our buddies at Go Power Sports, and they're going to look into a stroker crank for us. But for right now, so we're going to throw it back together like it is. The rod bearings seem fine. Apparently, we can reuse the rod bolts. We're just going to clean everything up and maybe do some head work, some porting and polishing, and put it back together so we can use this for an actual, recovery mission.
I'm just cleaning up the roughness in here and getting rid of any embedded sand and any cracks, and we'll get this thing back together in no time. So while we're here, we're going to look into porting and polishing the head while it's off the engine. So
Seems like a good safety glasses moment.
you know what? When you're right, you're right. And you're right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got lots of sand deposits on the backside of this valve, and it's probably why it's leaking.
All right, there's 26 foot-pounds.
What I'm doing is I'm removing material from the intake port to try to make it more of a direct route for the fuel and air to go straight into the cylinder. Get a little bit more performance out of that. So another thing I want to do is I want to make sure that it's not too smooth going straight in on the intake runner. You want that fuel and air to get, you want the fuel to get atomized in the air, which is breaking apart and getting into smaller, finer particles and mixing with the air. You get a better burn with that in the combustion chamber. So I'm going to try to rough it up a little bit in there. It's feeling a little on the smooth side to me. Now this is some pretty coarse sandpaper. Now the exhaust, well, I'm gonna have a field day with that.
There was a lot of mud in the carburetor.
Yep. Did a good job.
The carburetor did a good job. All right, so you just sprayed it out with brake clean, right?
Yes.
So that's clean. We need to clean off the valve train. We can reinstall it.
Yes.
Put everything back together.
Yes.
But that's not bad.
This is not bad. I can spend another hour on it and make it
A true mirror.
A true mirror. And I just think this is probably good enough. It's better than what it was.
Yeah. So we just need to lap the valves.
So here is most of the material that I took out of the head. So the next thing we're going to do is lap in the valves. Now you should be able to get at your local hardware store, I say hardware store, your local parts store. I'm not talking about an O'Reilly's. I'm not talking about an Advance or an AutoZone, because I don't think they have them. That mom and pop store, you will find some valve lapping compound. Now what I have here is a coarse can and a fine can. You want to start off with the coarse and end up with the fine. What I do is I like to get a little bit of this stuff, which is just like grease with little grit in it, like dirt.
Yep.
And I put it on the sealing surface of the valve. Safety glasses, guys. And I like to put the valve stem in the end of a drill bit so I can do this. Right. That should be enough. It's looking pretty good. Looks like it's sealing all the way around, John. So I'm gonna end up with the fine. I'm gonna do a final coat. Oh yeah. All right, dude. And move on to the other side. She's been ported and semi-polished. I'll go with, you know, if this was a paint, you know, the 72 mile per hour go-kart had a gloss. This is a semi-gloss. There we go, dude.
Oh, sweet.
Cool. So, the exhaust is 0.006 till
2.008.
0.008. All right, dude. Let this be a lesson learner, buddy.
Yeah.
We
no more intakes.
Need a snorkel.
Yeah.
But for testing purposes, I'm totally fine with running it down the road. Dude.
Yes.
We're ready to put it back on the four-wheeler.
Let's do it.
All right. You need a hand? You got it?
Yeah.
All right. There's something wrong here.
Something's wrong here.
Yeah.
Which
this
part?
looks clean compared to the rest of it. Since this thing's not blown up, does that mean I'm not getting fired?
You are never getting fired.
Save that.
So, since it's not blown up, do you have to remove that from your list of blown up engines?
What do y'all think? Did I blow it up?
Does this count?
Does it count?
I think it counts.
Throttle is hooked up, sir.
I say we don't put this in the mud though, until we get a good snorkel on it.
I agree.
You alright to flip a dime? That gonna count?
Hold on. I like quarters. So, since I'll be flipping, you want to do the picking?
Yeah. Heads.
You're picking heads?
Yes. Tis heads. Sweet.
Now watch that torque converter. Yeah. Since we put the muffler back on, I got to lean it out some more. But the needle is adjusted all the way lean. I don't remember. Well, we can still play around with it. It'll work for right now, but I'll give it a shot. Are you done already?
Parking brake? No?
Nah. Not bad, dude.
Yeah, it's doing pretty good.
I'm gonna have to readjust that carburetor.
Yep.
It's a little rich again.
Yeah, it's because I'm guessing because our exhaust is more restrictive.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more restrictive.
So that means that our headwork probably isn't doing anything.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna show up any results with this exhaust on it.
Yeah.
But I mean, we can always switch out to the header another time. If we want to party.
I think today's a win, dude. Like,
it is. I mean, she's running again.
Yeah.
She's doing pretty good. I just hate that we had to take that header off, but
yeah, I mean it's fine. I think considering that the thing was blown up, this is like a best case scenario situation.
A win, dude.
Yeah. So we're still gonna look into a stroker kit. Still gonna look into balancing the crankshaft if we need to do all that stuff to really turn this into a real beast. But I'm very glad it's working again.
Yes.
So anyway, check out the Stage 2 performance kit for this 420 at GoPowersports.com. You can check it out at a link in the description of this video. Don't forget to enter their monthly in-store credit giveaway. And leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video today. Subscribe to Cars and Cameras, Facebook, Instagram at Cars and Cameras Reviews.
Check me out at Isaac, it'll be fine.
And yeah, we have hats back in stock and they're on sale. Check one out at cars-cameras.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
That's my hat.
It is your hat.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.